Do you want to know how to make the most out of every blog post you publish on your website? Heck, you spent the time to write it and edit it, find a great picture for it or make a picture for it, add links to other posts and pages on your site, and now you've published it. So you want to get the most bang for your blogging buck, right? So this video will be all about how you can do exactly that. My name is Liz Jostis and I own Eli Rose Social Media, and we work with small business owners and entrepreneurs for all their online marketing needs. Blogging has a special spot in my heart. I love to talk about blogging and the benefits of blogging and all the great things that blogging can do for you and your business. Just a couple quick points about those new blog posts before we kind of get into that repurposing of that blog posts. Every blog post is a new link back to your site, which is wonderful. Google likes fresh content. Google prefers content that prefers websites that have some kind of publishing component instead of a static 5 or 10 page website that has been around for 8 or 10 years and you haven't updated it once. Every new blog post is a new link back to your site. It's a new chance to try to optimize for and rank on a new keyword phrase as well. So again, there's so many reasons to blog, and there's going to be a lot of benefits you're getting out of those blog posts, even without repurposing that. So now to get into, some of those repurposing, obviously, each new blog post is also a reason for people to return to your website. Because think about it, if you don't have anything new on your website, why the heck should anyone come back and check out what you have to offer? The more reasons you have for them to come back and check out what's going on, the better chance you have that at least on some of those visits, they'll be clicking to other pages on your website, which would then obviously lead to more phone calls and inquiries and sales, or if you sell your physical products online through a catalog, more sales that way as well. So you have them coming back to your site. One of the ways that you're obviously utilizing each blog post is through social media sharing. So what I see a lot of people do, which is kind of a no-no in a way, or just sort of like you're leaving a lot of goodness on the table, is that they'll post just once to Facebook, or once to Twitter, or once to Pinterest, Google+, LinkedIn, you get it. So just because you have a new blog post, and sure, it's only new ones, or just because you've already tweeted about it once or pinned it once, that doesn't mean you shouldn't do that more than once. So for Facebook, you can go ahead and post it a week later, a month later, 3 months later, and all of those times. Use some different text to kind of introduce, or sort of like a teaser text, to lure them to click the link. Maybe change out the image also each time you repost. The same thing goes for, LinkedIn or Google Plus or Pinterest. Twitter is a platform that handles just like the most capacity for the number of posts. So even in a single day, so say when you publish a new blog post, you might have 5 or 6 or 7 brand new tweets about that brand new blog post just on that first day that it's published. So each time too, you want to have some different text that goes with your tweets. Make sure to include an image with those tweets. So you, because you never know what's going to attract someone to click, or what pain point you might touch on with each of those tweets or pins or posts. So the more times you do it, the more options you have to try to attract those people and touch on those pain points to get, more people to click on that and to go back to your site. So the first reason, for repurposing, or ways to repurpose your blog post, is make sure you're sharing it multiple times over multiple weeks or even months, assuming it's evergreen. Like Sarah says, repurpose that stuff, #evergreen for the win. I hear ya. So that's one point. The next one would be, you have that one blog post, you probably have at least a few genius bits of information or genius bits of advice to share. You might have a couple facts that you included in there. You might have a couple deep thoughts, or a way you've kind of explained something or positioned something. Maybe there's a couple important notes, or just those extra little things sometimes where you're trying to drive a point home. All of those sort of factoids and tidbits and tweetables from your blog posts, you can use those to make images to then turn around and share on all your social media channels. For some platforms, especially Facebook, a single image a lot of times gets better organic reach than something like an article link or, a blog post link. So you can make, basically quotable images, and you can either just make it with a colored or textured background and font, and text for whatever that is, whatever your little tidbit is, your quotable is. Make sure to put your logo, some kind of branding in maybe the bottom corner of that image. You also can use stock photos where you would then put that text, those tidbits of brilliance that you shared on top of and share some stuff, and we'll create images to then share that way. So there's, plenty of free stock photo, like royalty-free, attribution-free sites, or even free tools like Canva and PicMonkey that you don't even need to have the stock photos. So it's really sort of like low threshold, low entry to go ahead and start utilizing some of those freebies that are out there to go ahead and make some of those quotable images. The next point would be, if you have an email newsletter, why not send out your blog post in that newsletter? I have some clients who will just treat the blog post in its entirety as the newsletter content. I have others, and this is better because ultimately you want to get people to go back to your website. If you include like the image to your blog post and then a little intro and then a link to continue reading, that would hopefully get people to click through from that email newsletter and end up on your website, which is a great way to go. So Benjamin has an advice that Adobe Spark is a good picture poster and offers royalty-free photos. Thanks for that suggestion, Benjamin. So that would be another thing. You already creating the content. Why not share it with those people that are on your email list? The next would be to turn that blog post into a video. Probably sounds really complicated and really time consuming and really expensive. Lumen 5, the number 5, Lumen, the number 5, my favorite new tool. I'm super in love. You simply paste the URL of your blog post into Lumen 5, and then you can pull in sections, like sentences that you have in that blog post, and you make a video. And Lumen 5 includes its own little mini videos and, not really a GIF, but like those short little videos that are just 4 or 5 seconds long. So it would display your text while it would kind of move in the background, and then you'd go to the next slide or the next little video. So it includes photos and videos, and then you can customize the text you want. You can even add music to it. You can download it. Again, this is all for free. And then you can go ahead and upload it to your social media platforms or embed it on another page on your website. This is a great way to now have a YouTube channel, because if you're creating written content, but you can make it video content, you're repurposing that, and now you can legitimately add a new social media platform, which usually people think oh my God, making videos is so hard and so complicated and so time consuming, but you're making it out of your blog post. So it's great additional video content. And then, when you have it over on YouTube, you can then have the link to your blog post in the YouTube video description to then hopefully drive traffic back to your website. So hopefully you're seeing how a lot of these things kind of are interconnected, and how really, writing that one blog post can pay off, several times over, because that one piece of content can be reused so many times. You also then can upload that same video that you made for Lumen 5, as one of your repeated posts to Facebook, for example, and then utilize your Facebook video library. That's another great thing. Just like YouTube and Facebook, they both have video playlists, and you can organize your videos by topic into playlists that make it really easy for people who, are trying to sort through and find what they're looking for video-wise. So there's just a lot of extra goodness for not a lot of extra work. So hopefully you picked up a few tidbits and maybe will be more inspired to do some more stuff with your blog posts going forward. If you have any questions, please leave those in the comments. I will come back and check over time. I think the next phase of this video training, I think I'm going to go into SEO for a while. And then after SEO, we'll have a few videos about SEO. Then we're going to go back and do some platform specific, social media platform specific stuff. So I hope you all have a great day, and thanks for tuning in. Bye.